Natural selection and how it affects the evolution of species. Natural selection is a fundamental concept in the study of evolution. It is the process by which certain traits or characteristics become more or less common in a population over time, based on their ability to help individuals survive and reproduce. In this essay, I will discuss the concept of natural selection and its impact on the evolution of species. What is natural selection? Natural selection is the process by which certain traits or characteristics become more common in a population over time, based on their ability to help individuals survive and reproduce. This occurs because individuals with advantageous traits are more likely to survive and reproduce, passing on their advantageous traits to their offspring. For example, imagine a population of birds with different beak shapes. If the environment they live in has a lot of hard seeds, birds with larger, stronger beaks are more likely to be able to crack open the seeds and survive. Over time, the population will begin to have more birds with larger, stronger beaks, as these birds are more likely to survive and reproduce. Types of natural selection. There are three main types of natural selection: directional selection, stabilizing selection, and disruptive selection. Directional selection occurs when individuals with extreme traits are better adapted to their environment than those with more average traits. This can lead to a shift in the population towards the extreme trait over time. Stabilizing selection occurs when individuals with average traits are better adapted to their environment than those with extreme traits. This can lead to a decrease in the variation of traits in the population over time. Disruptive selection occurs when individuals with extreme traits are better adapted to their environment than those with more average traits, but individuals with intermediate traits are less adapted. This can lead to the population splitting into two or more subpopulations with different traits. Impact of natural selection on evolution. Natural selection is one of the primary drivers of evolution. It is responsible for the development of new traits and the elimination of disadvantageous traits. Over time, natural selection can lead to the evolution of new species. For example, imagine a population of fish that live in a river with different water currents. Those fish with a streamlined body shape are better adapted to swim against strong currents, while those with a rounder body shape are better adapted to swim in slower currents. Over time, the population may evolve into two separate species with different body shapes, each adapted to their respective current speeds. Natural selection can also lead to the development of complex adaptations, such as the wings of birds or the eyes of animals. These adaptations often evolve through a process known as coevolution, in which two or more species interact and evolve together, with each exerting selective pressures on the other. Conclusion. In conclusion, natural selection is a fundamental concept in the study of evolution. It is the process by which certain traits or characteristics become more or less common in a population over time, based on their ability to help individuals survive and reproduce. Natural selection can lead to the development of new traits and the elimination of disadvantageous traits, and over time can lead to the evolution of new species. It is through natural selection and the diversity of life that we see the incredible complexity and beauty of the natural world. It's important to note that natural selection is not the only factor that drives evolution, and that other processes such as genetic drift and gene flow also play important roles. Additionally, human activities such as habitat destruction and climate